Hey, Shadow Riders Army, you want to start your own podcast? Well, Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere in places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. So go on over and download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's ANCHOR.FM. Anchor. Check it out. Peace.
Full tank of gas. Haters trying to stop me cause I'm moving too fast. I stay rolling on my grind with my money on my mind cause I'm riding, y'all. I'm riding fast, approaching red line. I'm ready to blow. Ballin' till I'm falling, I ain't trying to move slow. Play a holler at you later.
Yeah, Richard 10 Shadow Riders, listen. Yo, I'm on the top of the game. Hard body on top of these lanes. Switching gears in the Maserati. Driving insane as fly as can be. Giovanna rim size 23. Shit, I'm as high as can be. Ladies call me handsome. Way before I did the Shadow Riders anthem. Now I'm sitting in the Black Phantom. More than they can handle. I play the ball hard in the car, that's it's coming out the front panel. What you know about that? But I ain't T.I.P., I'm R.I.C. K-By. I show you how to stay fly in the daytime. With Shadow Riders on my side, hopping up the G-Ride, I stay live. The boy wonders, not a talk of the town. Toasted up, never boast, yeah, I'm holding it down. Gunning for now, these tough Burger King niggas coming through steady, keeping the crown. While I'm in the fruit punch jag, popping up, riding around. Believe me, dog, this is real as it sounds. Shit.
Shadow Riders Ignition.
You are now listening to the Shadow Riders Ignitions radio show. All about the JDM life.
Shadow Riders, baby.
The Shadow Riders ethos. I will be so strong that nothing can disturb my peace of mind. I will never, never, never give up, and I will never, never, never accept defeat. I will think only of the best, work only for the best, and expect only the best. I will be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as I am about my own. I will give so much time to improving myself that I have no time to criticize others. I will be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the persistence of trouble. I will think well of myself and proclaim this fact to the world not in loud words but in great deeds. I will always surround myself with people who are faithful, accountable, and teachable. I will bring discipline, momentum, focus, determination, will, and tenacity to every challenge. I will always have the courage to follow my dreams. I will always stay humble and down to earth. I will always be real, straight, and authentic with people. I will never forget where I came from and where my true power is. I will always represent myself and my crew with pride and style. I will be driven because I am part of Shadow Riders, and together we are unstoppable. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shadow Riders Radio Ignitions. Shadow Riders Ignitions Radio Show. Excuse me. I am your host, Shadow, aka Shadow Riders Leader, Shadow Riders Alpha. We got a great show for you today. Man, I'm focused. Man. Got lots of good stuff. We're gonna talk about JDM, Convoys, Caravans, and rollouts. It's gonna be a real fun show. But before we get into it, got some important announcements. Be right back.
SCW Performance, Dallas-Fort Worth's best race shop. Located on 1620 Interstate 35 Frontage Road, Carrollton, Texas 75006. Open Monday through Fridays 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. They offer performance installs, engine builds, repair estimates, and much more. For more information, call 405-201-7999. SCW Performance. Audio Depot, Arlington's premier spot for car audio installation. Located on 4312 Matlock Road, Arlington, Texas 76018. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. For more information, call 817-466-2441. Audio Depot. Tell them Shadow Riders sent you. Game Over Video Games, the ultimate retro video game store. Buy, sell, and trade the classics such as Atari, Intellivision, Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, Saturn, and more. Located at 4648 South Cooper Street, Suite 240, Arlington, Texas, 76017. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. For more information, call 817-468-4263. Game Over Video Games.
You are now listening to the Shadow Riders Ignitions Radio Show, all about the JDM life.
Shadow Riders, baby.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Shadow, aka Shadow Riders Alpha, Shadow Riders Leader. This is the Shadow Riders Ignitions Radio Show. Today we're going to talk about JDM, Convoys, Caravans, and rollouts. Real good show today. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. But first off, I want to give a special shout out to all the homies over at DFW Alliance number 5. They're gonna be at Lone Star Park out in Grand Prairie this coming Sunday. You might just see some Shadow Riders out there. You might see myself out there. And then after that event, we're gonna get together and we're gonna roll out to Import Factions. Shout out to Import Factions. We're gonna have a big group of people roll out to the Import Factions meet after Import Alliances. Special shout out to those guys. Special shout out to my Shadow Riders worldwide. Special shout out to the homie Ivan. Ivan Autos Repair in Arlington. What's up to the big homie? Really got a great show. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. Our account on Twitter, Shadow Riders, twitter.com/Shadow Riders. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. Facebook is Shadow Riders. And also Google Plus. We're on Google Plus with Shadow Riders. Make sure you follow us on Google Plus as well. Homies and homettes. Yeah. Let's get into it. So today we're talking about... Oh, before I get into it, for those of you that don't know, we are starting up a Shadow Riders Car Club right here in Arlington. You can holler at us on Facebook. We got a special forum. It's called the Shadow Riders JDM Forum. we get on there and we actually have our own little meetups here and there. So if you wanna roll with the Shadow Riders on different days throughout the week with the Shadow Riders Car Club in Arlington, make sure you find us on Facebook on the Shadow Riders JDM Forum. Homies and homettes, Shadow Riders and Shadow Riders hits. Now back to this topic. We're talking about JDM Convoys, Caravans, and rollouts. What happened to them? I mean, where did they all go? I mean, you see lots of meetups where people are just kind of like chilling out at a location, sitting parked. But I remember back in the day, even back when I was a little mini Shadow Rider before I could drive, I remember coming out in the front porch or the front yard, and you would see cars, like the same kind of cars. You'll see like a whole bunch of them, like 10 or 20 of them. Like it'll all be Camaros, right? I know that's not a JDM car, but it'd be like old school Camaros, one after the other, just like a whole line of them. And it was like watching a parade because all of them were tight, all of them were like clean. It'd be like a sunny summer day. Actually, it would be all times of the year you would see these cars just roll up in big caravans, convoys. And it was local neighborhood car clubs, and they just rolled. And I know back in the day, maybe gas prices were a little bit lower, a whole lot lower, and maybe that's why people don't do rollouts and caravans and convoys anymore. I mean, you see them every once in a while. You see maybe like 2 or 3 cars in a group in a huddle, but I mean like a long line of cars, like 10 or more, just lined up one after the other. I know here in Texas, in Arlington, Texas, you see it every once in a while, but I want to challenge all my Shadow Riders out there worldwide. Let's bring convoys, caravans, and rollouts back. The homies over at Import Faction, they really doing a good job of it. This is a really good car meet that they have every weekend, every Sunday. And it used to be like that in Japan too. I bet you it still is. But here in the States, I haven't seen it. Maybe it's because of gas prices, but we need to bring it back. There's a lot of benefits. To have more convoys, caravans, and rollouts in the JDM culture. Right. I mean, number one, there's like the first benefit that I can think of is strength in numbers. It's safety in numbers. You roll solo through the streets. I mean, anything could happen to you. You got some people hating on you. You have the laws hating on you, stop you for no reason. But if you're in a group, people will think twice before they mess with you for any reason. So it's safety in numbers. That's number one. Number two, a great benefit of rolling out in convoys, JDM convoys, caravans, and rollouts is, you got instant roadside assistance. Instant. Something go wrong, you got a flat tire, God forbid you got a flat tire, something happened to your ride, anything happened where you got to stop and fix something real quick or adjust something real quick. You got all your homies and homettes right there to help you out. So one of them see you got a problem, the whole group got your back. And then once you're tight, you pick up where you left off and you continue to your destination. That's number two. Number three, a really good reason for a really good benefit for for doing JDM Convoys, Caravans, rollouts is camaraderie. The bond that you have with your homies and homettes be even stronger. A sense of pride, you know, like a sense of it. Yeah, we organized and we got something going on. A sense of pride, you know. Shadow Riders pride, you know. And I think that's real important. That's real important to be a part of a group that's doing stuff that's positive and you can feel good about. So that's number 3. There's a whole lot of really good reasons why there's benefits in rolling out caravans and convoys and rollouts, JDM style. Lots of them. And I know, like, once again, I know the gas prices. Actually, really, the gas prices right now are low. Like all year, and all of last year, I can't remember when the gas prices have been under $3 a gallon. But right now, like some places I went and got some gas for my Honda. It was like $2.69 for a gallon of gas, man. I was like, holy cow, man. This is like Christmas. We ain't even in December yet, and they're already dropping gas prices down way below $3. I hope it stays that way for a long time. But now, you know, the homies that complaining that they don't want to do, you know, a convoy or a caravan rollout situation because of the gas prices, you ain't even got that excuse no more, because gas is like low. It's on the low. It has never been this low in a long time. I bet you like more than 2 years. It's never been this low. So the homies, you know, and don't just wait till it's like a really big event, like a car club event, like DFW Alliance Part 5 that's about to happen this coming weekend. It should be something. It should be something that happens every single week, every single weekend, like every Friday, every Thursday, every Saturday. You know, it should be something that happens like on a regular basis, at least like once a week. At least once a week. You know, it give you something else to do besides, like, you know, check your Facebook or check your Twitter page. But all means, you know, please check that Shadow Riders Facebook and Twitter. By all means, please do that. But, you know, I think we need more stuff like that to get people to be more social because, I'm not knocking social media and I'm not knocking technology, but it's like people are like strangers, like so much strange, you know, the communication is down, you know. You'll go anywhere, you know, 2 people, they're meeting up to, you know, like go on a date or do whatever, and the whole time they're looking down at their smartphone. The whole time. I've seen, you know, some instances where I've been like out with people and they're always interrupted by their smartphone, and they're looking down at the smartphone more than that. And sometimes they'll look down at the smartphone while they're talking to me at the same time, and I get mad at that sometimes. I want you to just like put your phone down. If you're gonna talk to me, put your phone down and talk. You know, if you gotta like handle something on your smartphone, just say, you know, wait a minute and turn and do your business. But you ain't gotta like just totally like look down and don't even look up at me while you talking. It's just like, you know, that's rude. It's really rude. That's a side note. But I mean, you ain't got time to do that when you roll in the streets. When you roll in the streets, you ain't got time to do that. But yeah, so another thing that I just thought about, like a benefit benefit of rolling in JDM Convoys, Caravans, and rollouts is, I might have said it earlier, but I think it really needs to be brought up again. I don't know if you guys have noticed like how heavy like this, like the whole, the police state is like, you know, for every little thing, you know what I mean? For every little thing. I myself and like lots of JDM riders out there, you know that sometimes the law be just like hating just because you're riding low. You know, just because you're riding low, you might have some lights, you know, some kind of customization on your car that provokes them to stop you, and you like, man, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I ain't breaking the law. I'm not doing nothing, but they stop you anyway. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know what that is, but I guarantee you, if you roll by and you in a big caravan, they probably gonna leave you alone. They probably gonna leave you alone big time. And that is about it. Today's a real short one. Well, make sure you guys follow us on all our social media. Once again, make sure that you check out shadowriders.com. That's SHADOWRYDERZ.com. That is where you can check out all the Shadow Riders gear, all the Phantom gear, the gear for our mascot Phantom. If you want to rep, if you want to get a Shadow Rider sticker on your window, on your car, this is where you go get one. If you want to go get a Shadow Riders t-shirt, that's where you go get one. All the fresh Shadow Riders gear, that's where you go get it. All the events that we're going to start doing, that's where you go find out. So it's really important that if y'all want to continue getting this great stuff from Shadow Riders, make sure you go to shadowriders.com and continue to support us. We got a lot of cool things coming down the pike on the music end, on the events end, on the gear end, on the fashion end. We got a whole lot of cool stuff coming. So that's shadowriders.com. Special shout out to all my Shadow Riders worldwide. Once again, I have to just say thank you so much. Thank you for all the love and support. I can't thank you guys enough. I'm so blessed to have all of you out there supporting me, supporting this Shadow Riders movement, all the ones that have been with me from day one. Thank you. I could start like jotting off names. Shout out to the homie Russell Bundy Jr. Shout out to the homie Juan Reyes. Shout out to the homies Lameek. Shout out to the homies at Groove Village. Shout out to all the homies over in Dallas. Shout out to my homie Lamont all the way over there in Seattle with SOI Music Studio. Shout out to the homie Clay with Clay House Productions. Shout out to the homegirl Lindsay Penn out in California. Shout out to my homie Ward out in the East Coast. Shout out to everybody. If I forgot your name, please know that I am so thankful for you. I really appreciate all the love, all the support. I cannot say thank you enough. I know some of you guys are waiting for your decals. The homie Nick Nash, I got you, homie. I got you. Thank you so much for believing in me, believing in the Shadow Riders movement. Shout out to the homie Eric, the homie Pete. Shout out to everybody. Thank you so much. And until next time, the next show next week, we're going to bring in more heat, more JDM culture stuff right here. Till next time, y'all. Shadow Riders.